And welcome back to Ben's Rant Nation. I am your host, Ben, and please like and subscribe. Also, comment below. Let me know how you're feeling. Anyways, let's get into things. This video is for anybody who lives in St. Joseph County, is a member or considering to be a member of the County GOP, and may not have been following recent events. In case all of those factors apply to you, or maybe you happen to live underneath a rock, listen up. There is a major divide inside the county Republican Party, and it couldn't come at a worse time because as a result of this divide, the Democrat Party is poised to take full advantage of this in the upcoming midterms. So what exactly is going on? This group here that happens to be on the left of your screen, for no particular reason, we'll just call them Team North Korea. This collective group of grifters stand for the following: stopping or meddling in any election that they deem is a possible threat to their self-perceived grasp of power. They'll do this by finding any technicalities or any workarounds in county policy in order to get open-minded candidates, normal people, to either be removed from the ballot altogether or kicked out of the Republican Party. Yes, they actually think that their own status in the Republican Party is more important than the rights of voters, and thus appoint themselves as their own election referees. Have a seat, peasant. Let us arrange your ballots for you. So, what else do they stand for? Well, all of them support a former county attorney, Jamie O'Brien, who resigned as the county attorney in disgrace after it was discovered that he was knowingly receiving public employee retirement fund PERF payments. However, what makes him receiving these payments even worse is that he's also a certified public accountant, CPA. His job literally is to catch this kind of shit. Anyways, going back on topic, these people are also in favor of denying pay raises for county police officers. Side note, most Democrats have even distanced themselves from not wanting to fund the police. Oh, they're also in favor of using lawfare to silence political opposition. They're in favor of a certain county councilman who ran under and was eventually elected under a fake name. Calling Andy Rutten. Oh wait, is it Anthony Rutten? Yes, this was the same political hack who also doesn't have a job. All despite this councilman having a political motto that says hard work and transparency. You seriously can't make this shit up. They also support another county councilman, Joe Thomas, who voted in favor of putting an abortion activist, Dr. Michelle McGlory, in charge of our county health department. They all align themselves with this grifter/radio host, Casey Hendrickson, who was known for lying about his military record on multiple occasions, and then lambasting other veterans for doing the same thing that he does.
Nathan Phillips. Now, Nathan Phillips is the Native American drummer dude who I told you has a long history as an activist. And Nathan Phillips, we now have his military records. Nathan Phillips's timeline of him being a Vietnam veteran never really meshed. And now we have his original papers. He was a U.S. Marines, in U.S. Marine Corps from 1972 to 1976. He never left the United States. He never went to Vietnam.
All right, enough about the stolen valor weirdo. All these people, they're all in support of a certain congressman named Rudy Yoakum, who has a socialist, Ben Falkowski, working for him right now as his chief of staff. They're also in support of Rudy Yoakum's voting record. What is that? He voted in favor of H.R. 8035. Yeah, that was to fund the war in Ukraine. He voted for H.R. 3746, which added $4 trillion to the national debt under Joe Biden, which also, by the way, funded billions of dollars in DEI programs. Good job, Rudy Yoakum. This congressman also voted to combine foreign aid bills so that individual foreign aid bills could bypass any accountability. He also voted to oust Republican George Santos from the House of Representatives, which resulted in shrinking an already razor-thin GOP majority in the House. But wait, there's more. He also voted for H.R. 1534, which uses tax dollars to fund emissions research on the climate. Maybe he didn't want Casey Hendrickson and Amy Drake to call him a climate change denier. He also voted for H.R. 26, which uses your tax dollars to fund conservation programs. That is super Republican. And also, by the way, a violation of Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution. But who cares about that stuff? I mean, after all, if you don't care about having fair elections, what does the Constitution matter, right? However, it's important to once again mention that these are supposed to be Republicans, not Democrats. I could go on and on. By now, it should be fairly obvious that these people all belong in North Korea, a special place where they can continue to resist common sense, fair elections, responsible spending, honesty, merit, and any other action that benefits actual constituents instead of themselves. Now, finally, let's hope that the rest of the state can do better and reject power-hungry grifters who will lie to their own constituents or followers and shit all over their districts and where they're from at your expense.